Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a no communication love reading for Scorpio, focused on a connection where communication may currently be limited, paused, or unclear. We'll explore your energy, the energy of the person on your mind, and the emotional dynamic between you, not to fix or chase anyone, but to support your clarity, self-trust, and emotional steadiness. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, Scorpio, so you may have another Scorpio here on your hands or someone with strong Scorpio placements, but this can just indicate that you are all up in their energy, that you are living rent-free in this person's head. All right, so they're viewing you as a tower moment, okay? And their future actions towards you are the Ace of Coins. So this could be a secret admirer, although this could be someone you've had an ending with. We see the Four of Cups. I think this has been unexpected. I think you have someone, Scorpio, who either hasn't been dating for a while, or is somebody who's really picky, or someone who's been really bored and discontent with the options available to them. And they may have even given up on dating. That is, of course, until you walk in the door or you walk into their life and they're ready to transform things here. They want to transform this connection with you. You are a force to be reckoned with, Scorpio. I don't know what you've done to this person, but the Ace of Coins tells me they are coming. They are going to make some sort of love offer here for you, or to you. So we see the Queen of Cups. This is definitely someone who has some water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This is someone who's very sensitive, they're very loving, they're very nurturing, they're very creative, and they want to give this love to you. All right, and we see the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Now, there could be one little problem. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse could indicate that this person isn't completely single. Of course, that's not going to be for all of my Scorpios. But it could also be like this person isn't really feeling like the best version of themselves. If they were just like not planning on meeting someone right now, like let's say you meet them at a party or something, they may have been like, ugh, I'm never going to meet anybody. So they didn't dress their best, right? Or maybe they feel like they've let themselves go a little bit, or maybe they've been using unhealthy coping mechanisms and things like that. Okay, but you're a force to be reckoned with. They're viewing you as a tower, something unexpected. The Hermit card, they see you as wise. This person is very physically attracted to you, Scorpio, I'm seeing, but I'm also seeing that they're very attracted to your mind. Like they feel like you actually match their energy. I kind of feel like this person might be someone who's kind of used to being the smartest person in the room. Again, that's until you get there. All right. And so I feel like there's just so much about you that they're in awe of. And the Moon card, and they find you elusive. They find you extremely dreamy. I almost feel like I just get this person is so into you. Like, I don't know what you've done to them, but Cancer, Pisces energy, Virgo energy there with the Hermit card. I just feel like, I feel like they dream about you. I think they think about you a lot at nighttime. They've got very deep romantic feelings for you. You're this elusive creature. They recognize your depth. They recognize that you're awakened. It's almost like I just get that they're so in awe of you, and they are going to come in and make an offer. And we see the King of Swords in reverse, okay, and the Tower in reverse, okay, but it might take some time because this person is definitely doing the negative self-talk, the King of Swords, telling themselves they're not going to have victory and success, probably kicking themselves for not looking their best or not, putting themselves together before that party they went to where they met you, or, for maybe, feeling like they've let themselves go because they didn't think they were going to meet someone. And it's like, they're like, I wish I looked like my best version of myself, or I wish I felt like the best version of myself. So I do think this person is a little bit avoidant. They're a little bit hesitant to communicate, but, the Ace of Pentacles tells me they will. It just might not be tomorrow. And the Three of Wands, Scorpio, you're probably waiting for this. Maybe you picked up on this. Maybe you're waiting for them to take action. But I kind of feel like you're waiting for the right person. And, this is your ships coming in. So this may be something, Scorpio, that makes you really, really happy. Okay? That's what I'm getting. I mean, double Tower in a reading. The Hermit card, the Moon, the Death card. Really beautiful major arcanas. And I'm not surprised they're coming through in a Scorpio reading. What else do we need to know about this person? What else do we need to know about this person? All right, an official person. So they might be an official person. They may be somebody that people respect and people trust. I do feel like, that they're normally like they do know how to dress well. They just may have felt like they didn't put themselves together before they met you randomly or unexpectedly. Okay, this person may have come off as like maybe a bit stoic or unemotional, but as we're seeing behind the scenes, that's not the case. We see house energy. I do think this person has a lot to offer, but I kind of feel like they either have like a nice home, a nice apartment, a nice condo, whatever it is, but it feels empty. And I do feel like they've kind of given up on filling it up with the right person or a family or something like that. But I do think this person has a lot to offer. And we get this thoughts energy. 16, another tower moment. The number 16 might be important to some of you, like a birthday, or maybe you see that number or a combination of 16s showing up for you. But I feel like you are this person's creative muse, Scorpio. But I also think that like they are like low-key obsessed. Like I said, I'm going to repeat it. I'm not sure what you've done to this person, Scorpio, but you've completely blown them away. All right, so let's see, smitten, right? Let's see what is holding them back, or what is their shadow, or what is it we need to know about them? All right, too hard. So you believe that it has to be hard, but it doesn't. Let love flow naturally into your life. I do think this is their outlook, or was their outlook about love, so they kind of weren't even trying. Okay, and too passive. Take initiative to meet someone and keep the passion ignited. Yeah, this person wasn't taking initiative. They weren't taking initiative. They weren't thinking they were going to meet someone. They may have even kind of just given up on love, just assumed they were going to be a bachelor or bachelorette, a perpetual bachelor or bachelorette. But now they're like, I need to step up. Oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting this. All right, let's see what they want to say to you. All right, ascending. So my soul has awakened, and I feel like this because of you. I feel like you've awakened something in this person. I'm realizing there's a higher purpose in my life. The door has been opened, and I'm willingly walking through it. And I feel like you opened that door, Scorpio, without realizing it. And we see karma. But I'm experiencing the most difficult lessons, not because they're new, but because I now understand what I needed to learn and release. And this might feel like karma for them, because I do feel like this person has probably been kind of flippant or rejecting people, and I don't want to say that they were rude or anything like that, but I just feel like they were, they just weren't interested. And now they've met you, they're interested, they want you, they want this. And now they're worried about being the one rejected. Okay. What is it that we're not seeing that we need to know here, please, for my Scorpios? What is it we're not seeing that we need to know at this time? Risky connection. Okay. And saying goodbye. All right. So, this person might feel like this is risky because the stakes are much higher with you, because they actually want you. But I also feel like there's a risk here in this person. I mean, they are going to reach out, though, with that Ace of Pentacles. But, I mean, I do also think that sometimes if something is too hard, they might drop into that passive role. There's a part of them that, like, obviously doesn't want to let you go, doesn't want to let this opportunity pass them by. But their fear and insecurities may really delay or detour this, okay? Or maybe even, they might even take too long, Scorpio. So it's really going to be up to you, because I do think you're waiting, you're waiting for the right person. You want growth and expansion. So I feel like you are open to possibilities, options. And if they don't take action soon, they may miss out on this. All right. So let's see, what is the quiet truth here? Feelings exist, but consistency doesn't. Okay. So for a lot of my Scorpios, I feel like this is not someone you've fully dealt with yet. Okay. So there are feelings here, but again, they may have, not put in the effort, okay, the way that they should have to let you know that they're really interested. And the pattern is the message, okay? So just pay attention to any repeating patterns that seem to be showing up around this connection or in your love life. And I also feel like that's down the line. If you do decide to go out with this person, or you do decide to move things forward with them, pay attention to the patterns, right? Pay attention to, how their previous connections have ended, and how they consistently treat you, what they consistently do versus what they say. All right, so let's see if there's any final messages, advice, and guidance for my Scorpios, please. Any final messages, advice, and guidance for my Scorpios, please. Final messages, advice, and guidance for my Scorpios, please. Okay, so we have accept your blessings. All right, so believe that the door of abundance is waiting for you. The clearer the goals, the quicker you'll get there. So it does look like you have miracles, you have blessings, you have options as well, but this relationship may be a blessing. And at the bottom of the deck, we see ego death. So ego can never really die. It can only be made conscious so that it no longer runs your life. Be mindful of it and don't allow it to limit you. So, don't allow your ego to limit you in the sense that, this is not your only option available to you. The ego can also make us hold back because we're afraid of rejection. So it could be what's going on with this person. It may be what you're feeling as well. I mean, Scorpio, I'm seeing you having absolutely the upper hand here in this situation at this time. All right, Scorpios, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.